In this video tutorial, I will be going through 30 basic Linux commands what every Ubuntu user should know. Hello and welcome back to my channel. So let's get started with the first command. So the first command is going to be ls. So that's going to show you the list of content in the folder. So right now I'm in the home and jellyfin directory. If I hit ls, it's gonna show me the files. So there are kgf chapter 1, ongback mp4 and the text file with the test name, but it's not showing me the details. To get more details, we type ls space -la. Here you can see it's showing more details like what user owns what files. So jellyfin user owns these files and this is the size, but still it's kind of complicated. To see even more better, you need to type ls -lah. So now you can see it's showing the file size exactly. So you can tell 550 MB for this file, 1.5 gig for this file. Command number 2, that's going to be cd. So cd means change directory. So if you want to change directory to any other one, let's say I'm gonna go back to the home directory, I can just type cd and press tab. cd home and tab. So now you can see I am in the home directory and we can check here what we have here. So we have only the jellyfin folder here, what we were already been to. Command number 3, that's going to be cat. So that's the command to read any text file. So let me change directory to jellyfin and let me show you. Here we have a test.txt file. So let's do cat test. So it has nothing, that's why it's showing no data here. But if we have any other file, let's go to the logs and let me show you there. Here we have like so many syslog files. So let me show you syslog and you can see it's showing me all the details, whatever is in the syslog file. But it's like a big file and you like need to scroll up. So if you wanna see less, so for that the command is less and syslog. Now you can see the lesser version of that, and if you press shift K you can go up one by one, by one line. And to exit you need to press Q or control C. Control C to exit. Command number 5 is to create a new file. So I'm going back to the home and jellyfin directory. So right now we have only one test.txt file. I'm going to create a new one. So for that the command is touch and the file name. So I'm going to create another text file. So now the text file is created, you can see, but we did not put any data in this one. So for that we need to use another command. So the command number 6 is nano, which is the text editor. So if I type nano and the file name and hit enter, so here I can type whatever I want. Let's say, hey, my name is Talha and this is my first text file. And then we're going to press Ctrl and X and then hit Y to confirm. And let's see that file again. So I'm using the cat command because it's only one line. If there is more data, then you use less. Okay, so here you can see it's showing me, hey, my name is Talha. Whatever I wrote in that text file, it's showing me here. Okay, so the command number 7 is going to be creating a directory. How you can create a directory in Linux server. So for that, the command is mkdir, and let's say I'm gonna create a directory with the name Talha, and let's check if we have that directory here already. So you can see now we have that directory, and as I'm logged in as root, you can see this directory was created under root user. Okay, so the next command is going to be for copying the files and the folders. For that, we use the command cp. So let's say we have here talha.txt and test.txt. So I'm going to copy this file to the folder Talha. For that, I will need to type the whole address. Sorry, I have to type the complete syntax. So it's talha.txt to this folder, and as I hit enter, you see there is no error. And if you want to copy the whole folder, you need to type cp space -r, so that way you can copy the folder. So right now we just copied the file, and I will show you how you can copy the directory as well. First, let's go to the folder and let's check. Yes, you can see we have the file here what we copied. Okay, so I'm gonna go back. To go back, there is a command cd space .. Okay, so now you can see we have Talha folder and Talha txt file here, and in the Talha folder as well. Okay, so let's try copying a folder from this to let me create another folder into that folder. So right now you can see here is only one file, and I'm going to create another directory. Let's say test1234. Okay, and let's check if it is here. Yeah, test1234 is here, you can see. Okay, so let's go back to the main folder, and I'm going to copy. There is a directory called this, and I'm going to copy this to home Jellyfin. So I want this directory to be under the Jellyfin directory. So if I hit enter, it's gonna show me the error. See, because we are copying the directory. So for directory, we need to type space -r, and now you can see it's not showing any error. And let's see here again. So you can see we have the test folder here as well. Previously, when I showed you here, under this folder there was only Talha and other text files. So now we have that folder as well. So that way you can copy files and folders. So in case if we want to move any file, so for that we use the command mv. Let's say I don't want this test file here, I want this to be available in the test folder. So I'm gonna type the command move mv test.txt to, I can directly type this as well, test1234, but the best way is to do type the complete, so you know where you are copying everything. So now you know you're moving this test file to this directory, and you are 100% sure that's the exact location. Okay, and let's check again. So you can see the test file is gone, and if I go to the test folder and let's check here, you can see the test file is moved here. Okay, so command number 9, that's going to be removing a file or folder. So I'm going to remove, let's say, this test file rm test.txt, and let's check again. You can see this folder is empty. So in case if we want to remove the folder, let's go back, and we have test folder, and I want to remove test. So here it says you cannot remove this because this is the directory. So rm is used for the files, and if we do rm space r, now you can see it's gone, the folder is gone. So every time you're going to change anything in the directory, you have to type space -r. Okay, so as you can see, the screen is full of text, and if you want to do something more, it looks like messed up screen or something, and you want to clear that. So for that, the command is clear. Or if you are kind of me, you can type Control L as well. That also clears the screen, but in professional environment we use the clear command to type to clear the screen. Okay, so the next command is going to be related to the hardware, how you can check your hardware. So normally we use top command, and here you can see the memory, total memory is 8 gigs, and almost 6.2 or 6.3 gigs is free, and this much is being used. Okay, but I use a little bit higher version of that, and that is edge top. So here you can see in colors and in real time you can see the CPU, and here it's showing the memory in the real time, so you can see it's changing here as well. And you can see more stuff like what process is using more memory and more CPU. You can see everything here. So to quit this, you can hit F10 or Control C. It depends on you, whatever you feel comfortable with. I mostly use Control C. Okay, so the next command is going to be looking for the processes, and for that we use the command ps-aux, and here you can see all the processes. Okay, but it's showing so many processes here, and that can make you confused. So if you want to see any specific process, like let's say I want to check Apache, so what I will type here, ps-aux, and then the pipe sign, and then grep Apache 2. So you can see it's showing me the PS and the process number as well. And if I want to stop this, kill this service, so I need to type kill and then the process number. Okay, so the next command is going to be also related to the hardware, specifically with the hard disk. So that is lsblk, and it's gonna show me all the partitions. It's going to show me the space here, like SD3 is 48 gigs, and SD2 is, so these are the 3 partitions. And if you want to see in more details, so there is also fdisk available on Linux as well. So you need to type fdisk space -l, and then it's going to show you all the details here. Okay, so the next command is going to be to terminate a process forcefully. We use the kill command. So as I showed you, with this command you can see all the processes running, and also we can search for a specific program, let's say Apache 2. Here you can see the PS ID is 6432, so we can use that to kill this one. So for that the command is kill space -9 and the process ID as 6432, but I'm not going to stop this one because it's running. Okay, and after that, next command is going to be the best command ever, I would say. It's history. So if you type history, you can see how many commands so far has been typed on this one, and you can see all the commands, even the history one as well, the one you just type, and you can search for a specific number as well. Okay, as you can see, this file talha.txt is under root, and if I want to change the permissions to be under the ownership to be under the Jellyfin like other files, so I'll need to type the command chown. So it's going to be change the ownership, and I'm going to use a username Jellyfin, and the group is going to be Jellyfin, and the file name is going to be talha.txt. And if I check that again, now you can see this file is now changed to this user and this group. So that way you can change the permissions on the file. Okay, and the next one is going to be a command for getting the hardware details, and this is the best command ever, I would say, because you can get all the details of your hardware using this command. So this is going to be lshw. So if you type this command, it's going to show you like a lot of information, and you can use the grep command to get any specific information. So let's say we want the information for network. So I'm gonna say grep network. Sorry, so I'm gonna type -c network to get all the network details. So here you can see after this command, I type this command and it's showing me all the details of the network. So you need to type --c to get the information about any of your hardware. So it's showing the capacity and the name, what's the logical name, and what's the controller I'm using. Okay, so right now I'm logged in as a root user, but in most cases you won't be able to log in using the root, and you will be assigned just a username. So I'm going to change this one to a user. So now you can see I'm logged in as a user, not as a root. So I can type some basic commands without typing sudo, but as I type this, you can see errors. Apt update. Why? Because I did not type super user do. So we need to type sudo in every command if we are logged in just as a user. In most of the articles online, you would see it, and they always mention sudo this, sudo that. Why? Because most of the time you're not able to log in as root until it's your own server. So if I type again apt update, so it's gonna ask me for the password of this user, and now you can see it's updating without any problem. Why? Because there was no permission. You can see permission denied. Okay, and the next command is going to be checking the IP address. So for that you need to type the command IP space A, and that's for the latest Ubuntu servers like 2220 or later. So you type IP A. Otherwise, in previous version we use ifconfig, and right now this is not available. But if you are used to use the ifconfig feature, you need to install the net tools. So I'm going to install that, and let me show you that way as well, how you can see the IP address using the ifconfig command. So yeah, here you can see the IP address here. So sorry, that's the broadcast address. This is the inet address. So by typing ifconfig, in previous version we always used to type ifconfig, but now in the latest it's IP space A. Okay, and the next command, that's going to be related to the network as well. So in case you want to see your network is pingable or not, you type simply ping as Windows. So let's say ping google.com, and it's gonna show you same thing as Windows, but the difference is it's gonna be for no limit time. So you need to press Ctrl+C to stop it, otherwise it's gonna keep running. Okay, and the next command is going to be connecting a remote Linux server So we type SSH and the username, so let's say Jellyfin, and the IP address. So I'm going to just remote the same server. So that's how you do it. If I click that, it's gonna ask me, are you sure you want to continue? I'm gonna type yes. So it's gonna ask me for the password. I type the password, and right now I remoted into the same server. Okay, so I'm going to type exit, so you can see the connection is closed and I'm back to the same server. So you can use these commands to connect to any other remote server. And also you can copy the files from any remote server. So for that, let me go to the first let me change the user, because I don't like user, I'm a root user. Okay, so let's go to the home directory and the Jellyfin, and let me show you here what we have. So we have Talha folder, and what's under that, so there is a text file. Let me see that one as well. So here is this file, and let's go to our TMP and see if we have that file. No, you can see there is no file with the name of Talha. So I'm going back to home and Jellyfin directory and the same directory. Okay, so right now let's say I'm in any other server, but I want to copy this file to my server. Okay, so we need to type the command scp. So actually, if you are on Windows computer, you can download the tool WinSCP to copy or drag and drop the files. But if you are in the command line, you need to type this command and the username of the remote server. So let's say I'm going to remote from any other server where the username is Jellyfin and the IP address is this. So I'm just going to show you the example, and under that the location of the file is going to be home Jellyfin Talha, and under that there is a file talha.txt, and then I want to copy that file to my server in var tmp. As I hit enter, it's gonna ask me for the password for that server username. Okay, so now you can see the file is copied 100%. Let's go to the tmp folder. So here you can see the file is here. So actually I did this in the same server, but this is the same process you do to copy the files from remote location. All you need is the permission to copy the file. Like I have permission with this username, so you need a remote server username and the password, and you know the directory where you're copying the file from, and then you define the destination of the file, and you hit enter and then type the password for remote user, and you get the file. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. That's it for today. And if you feel this information was helpful for you, or if you think this information can be useful for your friends or any family member, you need to share this video with your friends. Thank you so much again. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.